Okay, here we go. All right, my name is Michael Brook. It's all my fault. We had an opportunity to bring skateboards, longboards to the Middle East. From there, things just kind of rolled. We started a program in BC, and then we got to Peru, we got to Houston, all over the world. Now we're here at Amesbury Middle School, conducting the first balance program. I think it's a great metaphor. I've always skated since I was the age of 11. It's the one thing I've stayed with. I think if you were going to have chocolate for peace, or bridge for peace, or playing roulette for peace, it's fine. I'm not suggesting that you can't do other things for peace. Truth is that longboards are a perfect metaphor for balance. Not in balance, trying to keep in balance. You go too far one way, left, you wind up in a circle. You go too far right, you wind up in a circle. So I think the balance in life is to go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and move forward. This is an opportunity that they've never had before. We can sing songs, we can have guest speakers, but ultimately this immerses a child in the idea of balance.
The community that we serve is a very needy community. The children, they come from a variety of backgrounds and they have challenges. Students here, they need mental models. They need mental models to show them, you know what, this is the right way and this is the wrong way. And they need to be guided through the process. When I actually saw the curriculum that Michael showed us and his passion that he brought forward and the interest in our students, we actually jumped on board and said, let's go with this program. It's a novel idea in terms of equating life, behavior with skateboarding, longboarding. There are many programs like this, but this gives a better or a new approach in terms of discipline. The program itself has gone from just teaching students to just longboard to actually putting meaning and context with it in terms of behavior. That would not have come in any concept other than, I think, this longboarding for peace.
I'm spoon feeding a lot, but I'm glad that
But like you said, if they catch, 1% of what you said today, like one girl kept asking me, like, I don't get why this has to do with longboarding, and I don't get why this balance board is here.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into it, and then I had to leave. But hopefully that piece will catch. There's a lot of
the stills are great.
That you need to make the connection between why we brought the longboards, why we're using the balance board, what the stilts are using properly. That real drive between everything and how that's tying into life.
Excuse the interruption. The following students.
When Michael approached me about this movement here in Toronto, I thought it was a no-brainer. And that's what Evolve does. Evolve works with kids around the world. We take fortunate kids to less fortunate areas and show them the realities of everyday life. Evolve as a whole, Evolve Tours, Evolve Skate Camp, Evolve Chili, Evolve everything, and Longboarding for Peace is a perfect fit. it gives kids that experience where they come back home after what they've learned and they can put some into action. And what this program is doing is taking kids locally, teaching them about balance and putting something to action, whether it's longboarding or changing the way they're doing something right or wrong, and really finding that key balance.
Longboarding and skateboarding is really just a metaphor, an entrance way into what we're doing here with these kids. It's a way for them to connect what we're trying to talk about and put it into a physical sense where they're actually on the boards and feeling the balance before they walk into the program. It really gives kids a way to express themselves, specifically kids who aren't team orientated. So generically kids who are geared towards skateboarding and longboarding are kids who have come from maybe not playing hockey, not being on a basketball team, and more self-orientated kids who want to, express themselves in a personal way.
I think the most that I can hope for is for us to reach one child. If we can actually reach one child, for them to remember what was taught to them, how they felt when Michael and the team speaks about, the feeling of freedom, the feeling of balance. If they can in their lives as they progress and they have to make choices, they have that, maybe Michael sitting on their shoulders or the longboarding for peace somehow in their repertoire, something that they can always go back to and think, you know what? I need to keep balance. If I go this way, I'm going to spin myself in circles. I'm not going anywhere. If I go this way, if I make this decision, again, I'm spinning myself in circles. But if I actually start thinking about right and wrong and making that right decision, then I'd propel myself forward with my own push. I can push myself. That's my hope, that they remember what was taught, what was said. One child. I think one child, we move one child forward at a time.
What I saw in the 8 kids that won the board and the high-risk students from last year, I know this was very useful for them. They wanted to do well, they had a good time, and they were proud to join this peace army.
Longboarding for Peace is a movement. It's for people who want to spread stoke, who want to spread balance, who want to spread spark, who want to educate people who are less fortunate.
It's taking on a life of its own in our school because the students are seeing the children who actually won the longboards last year, and they're hearing just the word of mouth, spreading the news about longboarding and what you can actually accomplish with it and how much fun they're having with it.
Balance is important. If you don't balance schoolwork and everything, you end up getting burned because it's not balanced and you won't learn. I'm gonna have to balance schoolwork with my dream.
There's a middle part. You can watch TV while you're doing your homework or watch TV after you've done your homework. Just finding that balance in your life. I got a lot of A's and I'm always respectful and responsible. And I have a lot of self-regulation. Self-regulation.
What does that mean?
To keep my hands and feet to myself and stay on task and to make sure that I let other people stay on task. Yeah, sounds a lot like balance.
I'm gonna work real hard. I know one thing, balance is a part of life.
Is that something you knew before?
No. The program taught me that.
It was also good because I had to express my feelings about how I felt on the longboard, and I thought it was really good. So riding a skateboard is like doing a test. You're nervous, you don't know what's gonna happen, but if you know that you believe in yourself and you can do it, then it'll be all easy.
Instead of going in circles, like misbehaving and everything, you can actually think about what you're gonna do in your life and end up going straight.
I wanted a longboard because I was doing good in school. Right? I improved throughout the school year. I got my grades up. I stayed out of trouble. Basically, that's it. That's how I want it. If you're not balanced, then you can't achieve what you want to be. Longboarding has helped me figure that out. Don't go in circles by say if somebody hits you. Be the bigger man. Just walk away and move on. If you don't be the bigger man, you'll keep on hitting them, and you'll basically you'll be going in circles. That is what I've learned.
I won the longboard because I was improving on my work.
Did you change something?
Yeah, I changed my maturity a lot more because when I was at my old school, everything was a disaster. A lot of kids here have matured a lot more, especially one of the students, not just me. But I did it because I wanted to get better grades, and if you improved, that's the word I was looking for, improved on what you were learning before longboarding and during longboarding. And I also wanted better marks, not just for the longboard, but because I wanted to go to a certain high school. Like, you can go this way, this way, this way, and this way, instead of just going this way.
We all know how fun a lot of people have doing it, so it attracts us to learn, and it kind of tricks us in a way to learn how to have balance.
Are you glad that they've tricked
I guess in a way, yes.
It's like when you're on the longboard, it feels like, you know, you're on your own. You can do anything now.
It's fun, really fun. I think other people should try it. If they don't know how to do longboarding, just get out of your comfort zone and try it because it's really fun.
When you're on the board, especially if you're going out in high speeds, you feel like some shock goes through your body, and it just gives you an adrenaline rush.
It feels awesome, like I'm flying.
You feel very fast because the wind is passing by you and you could feel the momentum.
I felt like I was free. It felt really good.
It feels nice. But when you're down the hill, the problem is how to stop. That's the problem.
Whenever I'm on a longboard, yeah, it feels like I'm clean or whatever. No one can stop me. It feels like everyone else is like bowing down to me when I pass by. It feels like time has actually stopped when I board, when I'm boarding. And yeah.
Out of all schools, I'm really surprised they picked Amesbury, and we're the first people in Canada to have this program here. That's a really good thing. I think it's amazing.
People might think that our school is very bad, but it really isn't. It's just that sometimes people make bad decisions, and now we think that our school is kind of rebuilding their way to become a role model for all schools.
There was a lot of bad stuff going on before Longboarding for Peace, and now everything's coming together. Before this, my uncles were here and it was a really bad school, but not anymore because this program is here. I know it's just new, but it's making the school a better place.
Now I see a meal from afar, I'm calm to come closer to you, till you have it from where I come. With your beauty's aspect, I'm caught like a fish on the hook. Behind closed eyes, I wait for you behind her smiling eyes. And now my soul split in two like you both my hands to you. And since the soul divided must choose from two things, I'm forced to go to live. I must love.